Alright, round 2, Vintage Challenge, playing Urza Karn versus Valor on the play. We've got no action, turn 1 Monolith, Force of Will. We have Hardcast Force of Will turn 2 and a draw with Repeal. It's a little greedy, but I think that's a keep. I'm gonna go Island Emerald for Monolith. Our opponent is F6, which signifies probably Shops. Not a terrible hand versus Shops. No, opponent just has no counter magic, I guess. Obviously, we have to hit one of our 11-ish payoff cards here, but we have a couple draws. Oh, that's a Bayou. The Thoughtseize. The Deathrite Shaman. Alright, I'm like fine with Deathrite Shaman happen. Alright, we hit Lotus. I'm going to hold Lotus in hand, and I'm going to hold Tolarian Academy in hand so I don't get wastelanded, and I guess I could just repeal now. I could repeal, and then I could play Tolarian. Let's repeal. I have Hardcast Force. Alright. Still don't actually have to play Tolarian, because I have Lotus. Alright, I have nothing. My repeal didn't draw me anything. I drew mana twice, so Force of Will's got to count, and then I have to draw Urza or Karn. Narset. We'll just counter Narset. That way we still can draw Ancestral and Twister. Paradox Engine. You got it. Alright, Urza is like pretty infinite here. We successfully held Tolarian to not get strip mined, so we've done a very good job of playing around cards today. Ah, and Assassin's Trophy. Got it. Paradox Engine, I hardly knew ya. Alright. Maybe Ken's still agree to keep. I mean, opponent is on bug cards. So no Pyroblast this round, which is nice. It's a big Goyf. It's a big Goyf. That's a 4-turn clock. Alright, well, it looks like our opponent might not have Force, so that's good for us if we draw something. We might have to get Bridge if we do draw Karn. This deck is just so low on action spells because it doesn't play cantrip. Oh, opponent has Ancestral. Never mind. Never mind. I would like an Ancestral too. I don't know why I don't get to cast Ancestral. Why are you gonna make me sad like that? I cantripped. Opponent found Sylvan Library and then chose not to play it? Can't ever beat a Sylvan Library here. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the keep is just bad. Like, it's possible my keep is just garbage, but I think it's fine. Like, establishes our mana, has a cantrip, can slow our opponent down, has a hardcast Force of Will. I don't know. I think that's a fine keep. You just have to draw better. Like, if our opponent, if our hand doesn't, like, say our hand has cantrips, and we don't have Force of Will for our Narset, our cantrips don't even do anything. Opponent found Force of Will off Narset, so the game is over. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I still think the keep is fine. We just drew 0 cards that mattered in the entire game. So maybe I just can't keep a hand without one action spell. It's possible that that's true. I definitely want Blightsteel here. We can trim Jar. I actually still like Opal. We can trim Jar and Trap and put in grids. Maybe I just have a misevaluation of what I can do. Like, obviously I can't play this hand. This is a land I can play this hand. This is an Ancient Tomb. This hand's nuts. Turn 1 grid, turn 2 Tinker Blightsteel or something. This hand's so close, too. Alright, this one has turn 1 Karn, so... We're not playing turn 1 Karn, though, because we're going to play turn 1 Defense Grid. We can almost play turn 1 Karn if we keep this Ancient Tomb. If we go Grid, Probe... So if our grid gets countered and our Mana Vault gets misstepped, we do want this Ancient Tomb. I think we just do want this Ancient Tomb. I'm still playing grid first. Alright, opponent has Force of Will for grid. Wasteland, so they should have a Ponder. Man, Jace the Mind Sculptor, huh? So they have to find Force of Will off this, or Assassin's Trophy. I'm just gonna get Time Vault and to play around Assassin's Trophy. I mean, it doesn't really play around Assassin's Trophy. But at least if they Assassin's Trophy my Karn after, I can still draw a natural draw key. They chose not to shuffle, so whatever they found was good. I'm gonna not run my Mana Vault into a possible mental misstep. I guess we have to run into a mental misstep because we have to get key at some point. I could just get Lattice. I think I should just get Time Vault, and then if our opponent is posturing like a mental misstep, then I can get Lattice on the next go around. Yeah, I'm gonna get Time Vault and see what our opponent looks like they're gonna do. So what I can do is I can resolve Mana Vault, and they probably won't counter it because they want to play around key, and then I can resolve. Oh man, they're looking like they have. They're looking like they do have Assassin's Trophy. So they have Misstep and Assassin's Trophy. So we're now short on casting Lattice, so we might as well go for key. Well, let's see if this resolves, I guess. Alright, we'll go for it. I guess we should play around Spell Pierce. I guess we're not playing around Trap either. Maybe they have Snap Missteps. Oh, they just... What? What? Our opponent misstepped our Mana Vault and then died to key? I guess maybe they knew that we could get Lattice? But they know we got Time Vault. I don't understand, but I'll take it. Well, but they know I have a Time Vault in my hand and a Karn activation. So if they have to misstep key. Right? I don't think I'm crazy saying that. So opponent does have Jace the Mind Sculptor, which is an answer to Blightsteel. Typically the bug decks don't play an answer to Blightsteel. Oh, you're being sarcastic because you're Van? I understand. So, like, this hand has a lot of mana, but can't cast Forceful. I'm gonna throw that one back. This hand has no blue mana right now, but 3 payoff spells, a Force of Will, and fast mana. I think I'm gonna keep this. Bottom that. This is not a great keep, but it's not a bad keep, I don't think. Well, I can get Wastelanded and it's pretty bad, I guess. Yep. Chat. I don't know. I think that's a fine 6 with a scry. Strip mine? It's bad for us. This is a keep. It's just a keep. Like, you have to keep these hands on 6. It's powerful spells. I have to hold this Tolarian in case I draw another Moxen. I'm keeping this hand, like, I think every time. We already learned we can't keep all mana, no powerful spells. It's bad for us. Alright. We also get a scry. If it was a London Mall, maybe I would go again. I would 100% go again on a London Mall. Our opponent is reading the card. Hopefully that means they do not have Force of Will. Unfortunately, we're going to be back off blue mana next turn when we get Strip Mined, but... Hold on. I can still Mystical. I shouldn't Mystical if they Strip Mine me, though. Because then I can't cast whatever I Mystical. Oh, that's true. But I can't... We have to see if Urza lives, though. We have to see if Urza lives. If Urza gets Assassin's Trophy, then we get a blue anyways, but it gets shuffled. There's a lot of actually interesting things going on here. Urza does some really crazy stuff. Yeah, you're nuts, man. You're absolutely nuts if you think it was great for Vintage. Great if you want to cast turn 1 powerful spells. Opponent has Force of Vigor instead of Assassin's Trophying. So do we cast Mystical Tutor? I don't think so. I'm not trusting Brebo, what the hell? If we cast Mystical Tutor and get Ancestral, and they kill our Urza, which might not happen, or they kill our Mox Emerald, then we can't cast it. But that might just be fine. Our opponent has to hit a second Assassin's Trophy and a Black Source. No, we want to draw artifacts. I don't think it's right. I don't think we can win this game, so it does not really matter. Our opponent's going to draw 3 cards off their library here. Strip mine our Tolarian Academy, and we're dead. That Force of Vigor is insane. So good. Our opponent put a card back on top? Why? Why? Just draw them all. So now if our opponent assassins trophies, we can mystical for ancestral still. Because we're going to get an island. Alright, it did not happen. So we need more mana sources. I think you have to do card Force of Vigor. Alright, that actually makes blue mana, so... I'm gonna go get a Force of Will. And then next turn we can think about doing Ancestral or Twist or something. Karn turned that Mox Opal on, or Urza turned the Mox Opal on, which is pretty nutty. I don't think we can ever win this game though. Sylvan Library is really good. 86 cards beginning with Urza. Good job. Why are they keeping cards on? Oh, they took both cards this time. Never mind. Never mind. Everything is fine. I read this as kept a card on top, and it's kept a card in hand. So. Opponent didn't hit any lands still. Alright, I'm gonna go for Mystical, Ancestral, and then Ancestral on their upkeep, I think. Tinker's pretty good too, though. Not necessary, but... Oh, you beat me to it. Can I let out a collective fuck mental misstep? Holy moly. What a fucking joke. Our opponent is at 5 life, I guess. Ugh. Game sucks so much. That Force of Vigor was so backbreaking. I don't think we can ever win this game. Just like... I don't know. I play this deck that is all in so that I can beat other Karn decks, and all I play against are fair blue decks with piles of Force of Wills and Mental Missteps. I just like don't know what I'm supposed to do. I guess I'm just supposed to play other Karn decks and coin flip with them? I don't really get it. I don't want to play anymore. I'm off it. The minute I play Xerox, I'm just gonna get fucking Eldrazi'd. And I don't ever want to do that. I don't ever want that to happen. Alright, I guess we'll jump in a league.